Nebraska football, of course, again, 56-7 over Northwestern. Should be a heck of a game on Saturday night with Michigan in town to take on the Huskers. The Wolverines are 5-0 after beating Wisconsin at Camp Randall Stadium, so they exercise some of their own frustrations. They hadn't won at Wisconsin since 2001. 5 losses there, and some pretty bad butt kickings the last few times at Wisconsin, so they made amends for that. One quick note on Northwestern. Yes, Pat Fitzgerald, that program they'll be fine, but yeah, this group is they run one of those kind of programs that they're not going to hit it every year. They're just not going to have that kind of talent influx year to year to be able to do it. And they just kind of got hit from all directions. As you mentioned, the transfer portal, you see some really good Northwestern players showing up at other spots across the country. They had, for the first time in team history, had 2 first-round NFL draft selections this year. They just built that beautiful new facility that you've talked about, and the program's good. They've won the West twice in the last 3 years. We don't need to feel sorry for them. They'll be fun. But, they were not able to compete with this crew on Saturday. 657 yards of total offense. Wow.
Yeah, it was shocking, actually. I mean, this is what we were used to back in the 80s and the 90s, coming out of Nebraska on the offensive side. And I mean, just from the first play of the game, it started out. Adrian Martinez hit Samori Torre for, a 70-some yard gainer. And, it was on from there. And it was crazy because my vantage point, during these games is I'm in the end zone. I am right there on the end zone, the back of the end zone line, and Nebraska's coming at me the whole game. And my colleagues next to me, we were all shocked how that first quarter just unfolded. It was just Nebraska up and down the field, and the physicality just showed. And that goes to say what we just talked about Northwestern. They just didn't have the bodies anymore, and unfortunately, a lot of them kept dropping during the game too. Nebraska just beat down Northwestern with and they were mad. I mean, Nebraska played angry, and that's the way the game turned out.
They probably still remember some of those close losses.
Yeah, no more. Yeah, that game has always been decided in a 1-score game, and Nebraska said no more.
Moonbot. Got Moonbot here. So the comment here is, let the Yanti eat, baby. Be proud of that, and hope he can only keep building off this great performance that he had. And Greg's going to show you here, and I'll give you a little treat as well. Nice. Look at that. There's the official shirt right there. Yanti. Jaquez, 13 carries for $127, 64-yard touchdown run, or 64-yard run. Yes.
Yeah, wow. Great story, and Moonbot deserves all the credit here because he actually emailed me on Sunday telling me that the shirts were mailed on Thursday, and the shirts actually got here Saturday morning. So all of a sudden there was Yanti shirts in the house, and guess what happened? He got to play and made his statement, and we actually then talked to him again. He was in studio with us on Sunday. Great interview. You got to go check that out on Husker Online video there on YouTube here. If you haven't seen it yet, we had 5 of the Husker standouts from the game in studio, and Jaquez was one of them, and great story with him, and Moonbot nailed it, and Jaquez just loved the shirts. He's pumped up, and it was funny too because after the game, I mean we've never talked to Jaquez once, and I noticed after the game was over when the players were going off the field, I actually noticed one of the sports information people here at Nebraska, Seamus McKnight, went over to Jaquez and grabbed him, and I saw him talking to him in his ear, and I knew he was saying that, would you like to come to the post-game press conference? And he said, yeah, and he tapped him on the shoulder. So Jaquez got his first taste of the media here in Lincoln, and I went and grabbed him after he stepped away from the podium, and I showed him Moonbot's pictures of the T-shirts and got him all pumped up. And I hooked him up there on Sunday, and Jaquez walked out of the studio wearing that Yanti T-shirt very proudly.
I don't know how to download these. I don't know how to.
Oh, you can't get the pictures?
These pictures.
Oh, okay.
I like right clicking doesn't do anything, doesn't give me any options, and I copied the message, but
I should have emailed. I should have just emailed.
I don't know. I thought I could. Yeah, I thought I would just be able to right click and download and go from there on these pictures. Greg sent me some pictures of him in the Yanti and the T-shirts.
Yep,
it's beautiful.
But anyway, let me, if you haven't heard the story and everything about Jaquez as as a walk on and earned himself a scholarship, and we haven't seen him play much. He's had a couple of carries in a game so far, and he blew up this spring. That's why Moonbot that's when Moonbot fell in love with him, and had a great spring, but then he came back to fall camp heavy, and like at 25 pounds heavy. And so Coach Frost told him that you're not gonna be in the mix until you lose some weight. And a couple of weeks ago, the light turned on, and he dropped about 20 pounds. And you see the result of that. He's pretty light on his feet for a big man, and if the rest of the people could see the pictures of me and Jaquez together, I look like a midget next to him. But man, he came out and he showed. And the funny thing is, we had him in studio, and he's the nicest guy, very, very witty. And we asked him, what was that one go-to fast food meal, drive home from the stadium fast food meal that you had to give up to lose the weight? And he said 100% Raising Cane's, chicken fingers. And after they joked about it a little bit, then he said, yeah, if you want to gain weight, that's the place to go to eat at. So, yeah, he just made a couple of life decisions and changed himself up. You can't even tell if he was 20 pounds heavier, because he's already an athletic dude and pretty cut up. And you see, he just runs through people. And Nebraska's defense, how good they are, everybody knows how good this Nebraska defense is, and they play against this guy day in and day out. And not one of them likes to have to go up against Jaquez Yant and have to tackle him, because that's what he does. He powers over you, and he stiff arms you, and he jukes you. And Nebraska might have a diamond in the rough here that a lot of other schools ended up missing out on because they couldn't stay with him.
Man, I am still struggling with this. Hang on. I cannot do anything with it on the computer that I use to do the broadcast, but I've got my laptop right here, and that can download the pictures. I don't know what the difference is. They're both Macs, but this one is able to. So I'm sending out a tweet right now with the picture there. So hopefully more people can join us and see the picture and be like, what's going on there?
Well, and also, I think I gotta credit Moonbot here. I think Moonbot is the Yanti's good luck charm here too, because what kind of a coincidence is that the shirts arrive on the day that he breaks out? Just crazy stuff going on here, and I'm gonna have to throw Moonbot some credit on that one.